Hey everybody, Ozark Open here. I want to talk about how the absolute trash heap that was the Grammy Awards, and which, by the way, should be a culturally relevant and important thing in the society. The award show celebrating, at least musically, the art of a society and culture. And you think about the absolute garbage heap of what it is compared to what it used to be, how Western civilization and art used to actually mean something, and had a massive impact on the people. Uh, because this is the major factor here, and I want to talk about this about why we ignore ethnicity as a major part of society and the importance of it. Those of us that are the Western people, as more and more non Western people have become included, supposedly quote unquote included in the society, what we ignore is that each group of people ethnically throughout history will have their own form and expression of their own culture. And if they are not the primary historic people of that culture and society, then they will perhaps attack and go after, and even to an extent seek to destroy those of us that are the primary and dominant people of the society. We are, they call us white, Western, ethnically European, whatever you call it, but those of us who are the Western people of this Western nation, the founding people, we've always been the predominant people, the vast majority of the nation, and we're even ethnically tied to the founding of America. Those of us who are ethnically American, the founding people. But as you see here, the media, of course, make absolutely everything because the guy who won, even though this woman Beyonce, it was an evil, and even yes, literally satanic garbage fest in the Grammys, um, with all kinds of nasty degeneracy just pushed through the entire thing. Nothing even remotely what you look at would be called talented. Apparently, Beyonce did the same thing. Because here's the thing: Beyonce has just absolutely trashed all over Western civilization in the past and her own supposed artwork. Her and her, cocaine dealer husband, just, just dumped and dunked all over Western civilization. Again, of which they are the beneficiaries. But again, they have their own ethnic identity. Every other group, that's the important thing I want to talk about. We became so individualistic that we allowed ourselves to have our own ethnic ties to the nation and to our civilization done away with. We don't even talk about it. We say, oh, skin color doesn't matter. I don't see color. Well, again, you bought the propaganda because skin tone is a superficial thing, is not heritage and common ethnicity. And well, people came from all over here. Well, yeah, we had common European ancestry, ethnicity, civilization. And it has a common ethnic component and ancestry to it. So, because those of us that are the Western people are really the only group that doesn't seek to have a Western ethnicity, that doesn't have an ethnic identity, that does not embrace that, we just play whack a mole. And again, we're allowed to be, dumped all over just like this. Because she won tons of awards for whatever garbage she put out this last year. All I know about it is apparently degenerate from commentary. I don't watch this garbage. But yet at the same time, she wins tons of awards. But apparently, the guy who did win the actual award of the year, because in another USA Today headline, it said that, she was snubbed. So you didn't win one award, the album of the year, or whatever, and it's called a snub. Despite the fact she's been around for 20 something years and constantly, winning these awards. And the reason they think she was snubbed was apparently because the dude who won was a white British guy. And never mind the fact he's an effeminate cross-dresser, totally, destroying any public notion of what might be considered masculine or manly or productive, healthy masculinity. Never mind that he's dunked all over that, but because it was a white male, still, again, not enough that he's an effeminate crossdresser. It still is a snub, and they accidentally did a racism by giving it to a white male. So, as you see, again, because we don't have an ethnic solidarity, and for everybody out there who follow the programming to love every other group of people over your own, while trying to say, oh, I don't see color. Well, the problem is it sees your lack thereof. And it dismisses your heritage and your ethnicity and your ethnic background, your ethnic tie to the founding of this nation, as the founding people of the nation, as the ethnic group that is this nation. You are ethnically American. And makes it so you're not allowed to have your ethnic identity and you're not allowed to speak up about it, while at the same time you're being absolutely demonized and destroyed and displaced. And yes, numerically displaced. And if it's bad for your people, then you have every right to speak up on the basis of your people. Because right now, we are going to be the ones, we are the ones to take the blame for everybody else's problems. And even as you see here, a multi-billionaire, I don't know if it's even, she might even be a billionaire at this point or close to it, hundreds of millions of dollars of wealth, garbage music promoted, tons of awards handed out. And oh, by the way, they still did a racism because they didn't give her one award. Can you imagine? But oh, you're privileged. The reality is what they call privilege is just a simple reality that it was our people who built the civilization and that we are the people of the civilization. And that will never change. And that is something that will constantly and always will be used against us. It will never be enough. So if you don't speak up on that, this is why conservatives are useless. If you don't speak up on the basis of your people and just keep playing whack-a-mole with the issues negatively affected them while you are demonized on the basis of your people and while we are being attacked and deracinated and numerically displaced on the basis of us being a people, you're never going to solve anything. You're not going to preserve and secure the future for your people and your descendants in the future. So, to their peril, while you don't think it's so bad against you right now, well, you're destroying your descendants' future, or the descendants of your people. Because there are three things that we inherently, look after and take care of. That is yourself, your family, but then the literal biological extension of your family is your people. And we have ignored that third thing. It's not biblical. It's not historical. It's not moral to ignore your people. Other peoples know this, but they also know that demonizing us is a way to get advanced in Western society. So we better get our act together ethnically, and we better get a sense of camaraderie and unity, and again, especially awareness of who we are as a people. And we better claim it, name it, and claim it. We are the Western people of Western civilization. We better claim that now while we can, to still at least have a future for ourselves. Because look at the way it's going. Look how we are openly talked about. Look how our culture is openly mocked and destroyed in front of us. This is just taking a hatchet to Western civilization and a deliberate attempt to destroy it and to destroy us. So again, speak up for ourselves as a people, or not have a future for our descendants in the future. Secure the future that our ancestors fought and earned for us. This is Ozark Gilman. Y'all have a good one.